What's up, my Skibidi Sigmas? We have gone full circle with what seems like the final Brooks Heroes. Anyway, before we start, I want to introduce a special guest for the first scene. Please welcome.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory!
Today, we are theorizing the Brooks Heroes 4 trailer starting off. If we look in the background, we can see a city. This wasn't in the first 3 Brooks Heroes, or the spin-off, and from a quick Google search, most skyscrapers take 1 to 5 years to build. From this, we can assume this takes place in the future. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into retirement. Goodbye.
Okay, well, he was kinda useless, except for the fact that now we know this is in the future. How much into the future? We don't know. But we know it's a bit into the future anyway. In this scene, we see some random scientist on top of the hospital yapping. And if you look really close at the start of the scene, we can see what looks like Bike Boy. This scientist is blue for some reason, so maybe it's some sort of alien or monster. Next, we see these 2 new Super Sigmas, and according to this sign, it's Super Gay Men Day. My theory is that these guys are gonna save the Brooks Heroes at the end of the movie. My proof to back this up is gonna be on screen now. Then we see this possible superhero called Pound land in the prison with this guy who kinda looks like Derek from the previous Brooks Hero movies working out. Also, there is some kind of leak in the corner. Maybe this has something to do with the villains possibly escaping. Maybe this Pound Land guy will also help in the final battle, and we will get some sort of Avengers Endgame final battle with all of the previous heroes and new heroes teaming up to beat the main villain. Once again, I have no proof, but it's kinda hard to make theories off these shitty trailers. Just kidding, we love you, Jonathan E. Then we see this guy called Zorglord, Destroyer of Worlds in a destroyed city. That's when the Bike Boy pulls up, which will probably lead into a fight against Zoglub Magdor Jishink 7 Heba Pumi Uming Saihi, Inch Eec Hichiyik Bibiafu Bishafu with Bike Boy. Then we see Derek and Lord Metal from Outcast operatives inside of a party with a bunch of dead people. Now, this is very confusing since it looks like Lord Metal caused this, even though he turned good at the end of Outcast operatives. It's probably Derek causing it, and Lord Metal, just like every other hero, comes to help in the final battle. But it is really strange that Lord Metal is already here somehow. Next, we see this guy who seems to be from the future based on the future pack around him. He's probably robbing the bank, considering the fact that he is robbing the bank. Now, you guys are probably wondering why he's in the future. But my theory is that he used the time machine from Brooks Heroes Time Wars for some reason. Maybe it was a trick to be able to kill the Brooks Heroes somehow. In this next scene, we see a live news report from a helicopter watching as the military sends out fighter jets. I think this is because of the villains breaking out of prison and destroying the city. Next, we see an extremely injured Bike Boy in a prison outfit with a police officer at a church. This could possibly be a funeral. Most people probably think this is after the final fight, and that's why Bike Boy is so injured. And I think that's half right. But I think this will not be at the end, but will be at the start, taking place after the final battle. Okay, but being serious, this will probably be near the end of the movie. If you play Brookhaven, you would know you can change this church to have a funeral, so maybe somebody died in the final battle? Next, we see Derek in Black Cape at this place, which is fun fact actually where Capey McCape's old scientist's lab was. Anyways, in this scene. Anyway, here we see Black Cape and Derek saying someone is going to pay. My guess is they are referring to the Brooks Heroes and are planning to kill them. Next, we see some guy break into what is Bike Boy's house confirmed in the Bike Boy spin-off movie. It seems like this is a CCTV recorded of this. Maybe this after the prison breakout and this climate is trying to kill Bike Boy. Next, we see this random guy in a basement talking to a scientist. There's not really much to say about this scene, so just enjoy my entire script sped up. Next, we see a battle-damaged Black Cape fighting the cameraman. This could be in the final battle, but I actually think this will be at the start. Let me cook. So my theory is that near the start of the movie, Black Cape will break out of prison on his own and beat up one of the Brooks heroes. Then, around halfway into the movie, Black Cape will break the rest of the villains out of the prison. Or maybe I'm a dumbass bitch, and this will be near the end of the movie. Next, we see Capey McCape at a school, which I think is actually going to be at the start. I think the movie will start with the Brooks heroes stopping Syme in a montage. I could be wrong, but it could be cool either way. In this final scene, we see Lord Metal and Derek yapping in the party from earlier. I'm still confused about what's happening in this scene. Be you team going to guess this was caused by Derek cause? It just makes more sense. Then we get the realized date, which is February 20th. Thanks for watching.